So Jessica, we're both mums. How old are your kids now?
So my daughter's about to turn 3, can't believe it. And my son is 6 now.
Wow, how lovely. I've got a 13-year-old, so that's starting to be lots of fun. I'm out of the sleepless nights now, but I'm into a different phase in the universe.
Teenage years. Oh.
Yeah. So, having had a fabulous career in athletics, then becoming a mother, I was really interested to find out how you found sleeping during pregnancy. Did you feel like you were sleeping more or less during the day and night? How did you find it?
I think very different through both pregnancies. So with my first Reggie, my son, I was still, focused on exercising through my pregnancy, and I was very focused on coming back to continue competing. So I think exercising really helped me sleep. So I didn't find that I was, having those restless nights so much. And I kind of felt that I had a bit more time to take for myself because I didn't have a toddler running around like, I was going to be a mum for the first time. So I had the luxury of, really taking care of myself and having those moments where I could, get extra sleep. Towards the end, I think everyone who, is in those last few weeks of pregnancy, it's often very hard, and the weather was really hot when I was pregnant with Reggie towards the end, and I did feel that affected my sleep, and you're just very uncomfortable and very restless at that stage and very anxious and just wanting your baby to be here. And then with Olivia, it was completely different. I obviously had Reggie, who was a toddler, and needed a lot of attention and time. So sleep was very, very different through my second pregnancy, and I did find it definitely more difficult to sleep through those stages.
Yeah, and it's interesting because people do have different pregnancies, so it's not one size fits all. But I'd say normally towards the third trimester, people seem to be a lot more uncomfortable, and also they're getting ready for motherhood, so they're being warned about the future sleepless nights to come. But obviously for both of us, it's been the most amazing thing. It's something that we wouldn't not want to do, but it doesn't come with a bit of sleep deprivation. I always say it's a bit like hair. You just get used to not washing your hair, get used to not getting so much sleep as a mother, don't you?
It's such a strange thing because obviously being a full-time athlete, I'd train very hard, I'd be very disciplined, feel that I'd, break my body down every day and then, bounce back. And before I had children, I didn't really have any idea of the impact that it would have on every part of your body, how you would feel physically and mentally, and how it would affect sleep. And I think until you step into that zone of being a mother or a father for the first time, it's kind of a big eye-opener as to firstly, how amazing your body is and what it can do. Yeah, and then how it adapts, like you say, before I had Reggie, someone said to me, you'd be sleeping on 2 hours, 2 hours sleep here and there, and if you had 4 hours solid sleep, you'd feel amazing. I would say absolutely no way I could not, respond off that little sleep, but your body does adapt, and you get used to it.
Yeah, and mine was a bit different because I was a mature mother, so I had a kid when I was 40, which was very, very late, particularly to those of you that are checking in at the moment. So physically, I was amazingly fit, and I actually found the pregnancy absolutely fine, easy to manage, but those sleepless nights after were really challenging, particularly because I was also working at the same time. But you get through them somehow, and it's the most amazing thing anyway. So we all survive, don't we?
We survive, and we appreciate sleep so much more now.